Sparks, can you believe this? I literally have a 2022 AMG G63 on the channel this week. An AMG G63. I don't think you understand how excited I am. Welcome back to the channel, Sparks. My name is Chris and I do car reviews for literally everybody, not just car enthusiasts. It's that time again for me to ask you to do me the biggest favor ever and like this video, comment down below, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Interaction is key to helping me get monetized, so please help a gay out. Speaking of monetization, apparently you're not allowed to cuss in a video until after 30 seconds, so let's hope that it's been 30 seconds. Because holy mother I cannot believe that I have a mother AMG G63 on the mother channel today. Holy oh my goodness, wow. Sorry. Isn't it insane that SUVs like this G-Wagon and the Range Rover are considered to be the most off-road capable vehicles on the planet, yet their main market are people like Kylie Jenner, Russell Wilson, and anyone else that has nearly $200,000 to burn? Instead of a projector that projects the Mercedes-Benz logo onto the ground, when you get out of it, it should say something like, "You're a broke or "Sorry you don't have this much money."
Don't be rude. Are you kidding me? I swear to God.
The G-Wagon wasn't always aimed at the bourgeoisie. It was originally developed as a military vehicle for the Middle East in 1972 and wasn't available to civilians until 1979. It remained fairly utilitarian up until the early aughts, with a few creature comforts added, but nothing like today's wagon. It's also retained the same utilitarian boxy image since its first implementation in the 70s and the 80s, and didn't really see a complete and total refresh until 2019. Well, maybe I should use the word refresh lightly, as again, it still retained its boxy body with a few refreshed exterior touches. The rounding of the front fascia makes the hood appear a bit more rounded, even though it's been virtually untouched. The headlights and front grille have not only been brought into the modern era with the modern Mercedes grille and rounded LED daytime running lights with the LED headlamps, they've also been brought a bit more forward and flush with the fascia, giving it a more rounded off appearance. And as for the rest of the body, virtually unchanged, other than the updated side view mirrors, and of course the AMG specific quad exhausts that sound absolutely insane. So, I mean, what I'm about to say, I don't necessarily want it to take away from the appearances of G-Wagons of the past, because I love the G-Wagons of the past. But I think that this G-Wagon's appearance is finally fully realized. Previous models looked like the bumper and the fenders were disconnected, but in this update you can see that the fenders blend seamlessly with the bumpers, as well as the back bumper is rounded off to give respite from the jagged lines. So this is the AMG, therefore you do get the grille guard down at the bottom bumper as opposed to on the grille itself, because I guess you'll be hitting pedestrians and other cars as opposed to rocks, trees, and cactuses. The AMG is also outfitted with a vertical grille instead of a horizontal one for that AMG aggressive look, as well as the vents down here have been merged into one giant vent as opposed to the two separated ones in the regular G-Wagon. Blah, 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 blah. Let's talk about what I love about this car. This son of a bitch has a 4-liter bi-turbo V8 that outputs an insane 577 horsepower and an absolutely monstrous 627 pound-feet of torque. It has 3 locking differentials for off-roading and full-time all-wheel drive. I need to go lie down. I can't handle this. Mercedes truly said, utilitarian? I don't know her. Because they really are the goats when it comes to blending utilitarian, style, comfort, luxury, sport. I don't know, throw any adjective in there and Mercedes-Benz can do it. For me, personally, you just can't beat a Mercedes interior. It's comfort and it's chic styling wrapped up in the most gorgeous materials. Speaking of gorgeous materials, the owner of this G-Wagon opted for the $8,000 G Manufactor Interior Package Max. So basically, you get to choose from several many variants of colors, stitching, and badgings for the seat. I feel like I should call them chairs or recliners, not car seats. That would be rude. All of it is Napa leather. All of it's handmade. This owner opted for my personal favorite, the diamond cross stitching on the seats, as well as the white Napa leather with the AMG badging on the back. The upper door center panel also gets the same color and stitch treatment that the seats do. The rear view mirror is frameless, the air vents get accents of silver chrome, and the dashboard has a coordinated color stitching with the Napa leather, as well as the handle in the passenger seat has the G Manufactor stamp on it. Again, being that this is an AMG, you do get the AMG Performance steering wheel with touch control buttons with tiny little LED screens on it for finagling the driving modes, the active dampers, as well as the transmission. Most, if not all, 2022 Mercedes models come with a humongous widescreen, fully digital displays. This one has a 24-inch fully digital display from the gauge cluster to the infotainment screen. And this one comes with the tried and true and relatively new MBUX infotainment system. All right, that's it. I've had it. I don't want to talk anymore. I want to pretend like I'm Kylie Jenner for 2 minutes. Let's go! Rise and shine. I legitimately cannot believe that I'm in one of these right now. It's just insane. So I'm gonna use this button right here on the steering wheel to change it into Sport Plus mode, and you can hear the valves fully opening up, and that V8 gurgle is just, I'm gonna miss that when EVs come into play. And then, so I'm gonna do a manual mode. Oh my God. Whoa! That is crazy! Okay, here we go. Oh! Oh my God! That is so scary. I felt like I just had tunnel vision. Okay, it's, you know, it grips the corners, but this thing is a huge body. The body roll on this thing is nuts. A lot of wind noise, a lot of wind noise. I'm generally shocked at how much wind noise there is for how much this thing costs. All right, this is a pretty tight corner. Ooh. I literally, this thing is dangerous. Katya Zamoloshikova once said that driving a car is like a loaded gun, and this thing feels like a loaded gun. Wow. I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I guess I was expecting it to be intense, but I didn't expect it to be like that. It's surprising to me that off the line it has more torque than when it's rolling. Because I think like with the highway, like I was a bit underwhelmed with, you know, it going up to 80 on the highway. Like 0 to 60 is ludicrous. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at how ludicrous this thing is. My heart, oh my God. It's incredible. I am so fortunate that I got to drive this today. Like, oh my God. Hopefully someday soon I'll be able to get to take one of these off-roading, but obviously like I can't do that and I don't want to do that because this thing is just so expensive. I mean, I get why this thing is a status symbol. It is an absolute masterpiece. It's an absolute beast on the road. The infotainment screen, I do wish that the infotainment screen was touchscreen. It's crystal clear in the way that it presents itself. And I mean, everything else is just quintessential Mercedes, down to the materials, down to the craftsmanship, everything. I mean, it's just quintessentially Mercedes, and I am in love with this thing. I just like the stitching, the leather, the materials, everything is just so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous and it's so stunning. I'm just in a bit of a daze right now. Like, I can't even describe like how I'm feeling, because it's like awe and shock, but it's like, oh, I'm just overjoyed with this thing. Yeah, so that's all I got for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell button if you're feeling inclined. It's like 2 o'clock and I have not had lunch yet, and so I'm gonna go get some lunch. So see you next Friday. Bye, Sparks. Hey, Sparks. Thanks for watching today's video. If you want more Sparkplug TV content, click right here. Right here. You got 2 options. Choose one, or both.